and welcome again to Mad Morks, joined by the group. Oh, that's a bit weird. Wow. Apparently Firefox is having a bit of connection because it's leaving cursors literally every square inch that it goes across.
Use Firefox? Well, there's your problem.
Actually, it might be my monitor. Hang on a second. I don't know what's going on with it. It's going weird. It's going really weird. Help! Mayday!
You just hear the monitor catch on fire.
There we go. There we go. I found the problem. It was OBS being weird. I don't know what it was doing. So, you have gathered quite a large selection of forces.
We have legit gathered an army, and we are still pounding this thing. And as soon as we get there, we're going to start pounding it.
Yeah, about that. You're going to basically curb stomp the entire Gretchen Rebellion with what you've got.
We're fighting the Necrons, I thought.
Can you see it? Can you see it yet?
All I see is darkness.
I see all of our shit.
It must be midnight out. It must be midnight out.
Yeah, sorry, hang on. It's maybe because you are going to be heading inside, so we'll just go with... We'll pull out the grenade.
Darkness, my old friend.
Let's see. Pull out the grenade. Pull out the pin. I mean, what?
Oh, it's a flash grenade. It makes lots of lights.
Is this like what? Is this like a Candy Crush map? Are we gonna work our way to the bottom?
Funny, but yeah, as you can see,
I think it's more of a. I think it was more of a reverse Space Invaders.
Oh, by the way, Frog, we did this without your permission. We mounted our volcano cannon on top of your squig-off.
Yeah, there's currently room for...
It's better this way.
for the driver, and the gunner, and whoever's loading the poor fucking thing. The squig-off is...
Necrons, though.
The squig-off is going to suffer at least 2 levels of fatigue as it tries to carry what is meant to be on a Baneblade chassis on its back.
How did the Necrons build all this up so quick?
They did not.
They've been here for a while.
But we were attacking the monolith.
Yes. Do you not
Is
recall?
the monolith... Wait, are the Gretchens are working for the Necrons? Those
No,
savages.
they just moved in, and this is where they kind of set up shop, and it just happens to be where the Necron tomb was.
Oh boy, I bet they're not very happy that we have been pelting them like crazy.
No!
Do you think they'll just surrender?
If it had just been you, we would have played this out. You attacking them and so forth. You called in Mr. Nation. He's over to the left. You can see his forces.
Man, he's some weak sauce. Jesus Christ, we could have destroyed him.
This is just most of his forces. He's got a bunch of other shit too. That he's not.
I think Mr. Nation should be as big as a squig-off.
No.
You gotta notice he has a lot more vehicles than us, and he has those mech things.
We can take him. I'll just smash him up.
Or they'll smash you up. I don't know.
Yeah, you've only got 1 fighter, by the way. He's got 3.
Oh yeah? Well, we have a volcano cannon and 2 galleons.
Yeah, one on wheels, one that floats.
Also, we have something better than a fighter. We have a fucking Tau spaceship.
Or isn't it a Tau tank?
It's just a Tau hover tank.
Yeah, we have a Tau hover tank. Instantly better. Tau technology.
I thought it was Eldar we got the fighter from.
Oh, yeah, no, we got an Eldar jet. We got an Eldar jet, Mike.
Fucking get that Eldar shit on there, Travis.
That is correct. No, fuck off. Fine, I'll take it away from you. How about that?
No, put it there. Where's our fucking Frankenstein monsters?
That would be this lot over here.
Oh, those are our Frankenstein monsters? Man, they're pretty small.
Didn't we get some paint engines or something from the Eldar with some mounted...
Oh, not those guys. The Frankenstein monsters that the Eldar gave us.
Yeah. Dark Eldar. I just had to... Let's see. 1 Talos. 1 Kronos.
And then we got some big boys.
Yes, let me just double check what it was. 5 grotesques, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think the Gretchen should just give up. I don't think Gretchen would fight against this kind of shit.
They do, in fact, pretty much try, but it's a complete fucking slaughter. I'm just
What if I
going.
yell at them really loud?
Rip the Grot Revolution. I was
Yeah,
just reading
I'm just
them.
going to give you basically the highlights at this point.
The montage of Gretchen getting their ass kicked.
Travis, is this the battle that would have happened if we had just left the little orb alone?
Pretty much.
We should have left the orb alone. I blame Ikrog.
Yeah, it would have just been the top half and maybe a cave.
Exactly. You weren't there, so you couldn't convince fucking Frankenstein brain over here to not scream at the orb of the Necrons.
Necrons.
Frankenbrain.
Necron.
Let's go with that. Frankenbrain. Now, basically, with your volcano cannon, how many rounds do you want to waste on this?
How many rounds do we have?
24.
24? Let's sink 4 shots into that monolith.
Alright, group loot into specifically the monolith.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it does absolutely nothing to the monolith. It does do something to the mountain, however, and great chunks of stone come crashing down and crush a few buildings filled with Gretchen.
Can I yell at the Gretchens to attack the monolith?
Considering how distant at this point, no.
I have a talent that I think makes me a lot louder.
The volcano cannon can shoot from 3 kilometers away, minimum. Yeah, it has basic range is 3 kilometers.
Doesn't disturbing voice make me louder or something?
You can honestly think you can shout over not only heavy artillery and collapsing mountain, but over 3 kilometers.
Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna call Mr. Nation real quick on my comm.
He's basically like 100 meters or so away from you.
And then I'll just tell him, do you have speakers?
Affirmative.
Alright, give me the microphone.
He sends over a boy carrying a couple of speakers and a microphone.
Are they big speakers? Are they powerful speakers?
They seem pretty decent size, about 3/4 orc size.
Alright, I'm gonna scream into the microphone, but not actually scream because, you know, I'm in a home with other people. Alright, Gretchens. You wanna come back to your boss now?
You don't really hear any reaction for a little while. Until after a while, you just see a couple of little white flags kind of waving over what's left of the wall.
Alright, first order of business. You see that giant pyramid behind you? Attack it.
The flags sort of stop waving and then just you see a couple of Gretchen run out and just kind of start waving at you. You're a bit too far away to really.
What do you want?
They're about 2 kilometers away, dude. 2.5 kilometers away.
I wave them over then. Jesus Christ, we're not gonna kill them. What are we, savages?
Yes. They quickly pop inside, grab a vehicle, and start driving out, so they don't take 20 minutes to get there.
2 kilometers? 20 minutes? Bullshit, Travis. Come on, that's not realistic.
Alright, yeah, 30 minutes.
No, that would take like 2 minutes. Maybe not even.
Don't even worry. They're Gretchen. They're very small. They don't take wide steps.
No, they don't. Which is why they're grabbing a vehicle.
And taking 30 minutes?
It would. Now it takes about 5.
Okay.
So they get over to you, puttering around in a small grot tanks.
Buggy.
And they're just going to say, use the new boss?
Always the boss.
Okay, you're going to have to kill the old boss, though.
Who's the old boss?
The grot.
Alright, where's the grot?
Inside the big mountain. He's trying to get a stick. We don't like the stick.
Alright. So,
Can you please
What
stop
was
blowing
gonna-
us up now?
Oh, so we've got a deal that we can make. If you can bring me the sticks, boys will fight your boss.
We can't take the stick.
Sure you can.
We've already tried.
Then try some more.
We can't.
Why?
The boss won't let us.
What do you mean he won't let you?
If we go near it, he tries to crush our heads. He does it very, very well.
Alright. Alright, why do you call him the Grot?
Because he's a grot.
Bullshit. This Grot is a Necros commander?
What?
Necron?
No.
Necron commander?
You don't know what he is. You've never seen him.
What's the Grot
Tell
look
him to
like?
come out.
If you say it looks like a Grot, I'm gonna crush your head like a melon.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Describe him.
Small, green,
Uh-huh.
long nose, big flat
Uh-huh.
pointy ears.
What's he wearing?
Is he wearing a cape?
No.
Oh, I'm instantly better. Alright. So, how is he stronger than any of you lot?
It's not so much him as what he's riding.
What's he riding?
An orc. With no head.
I heard of this tale. I remember this tale from when I first joined.
Do you now?
Yes, I think Jared mentioned it.
Did he now?
Alright. I want you to go to your commander and ask him to step outside so boys can fight him.
Okay. I'm just gonna start
Now,
deleting random groups of
Scallion.
correction.
Scallion. Go.
He hops back into his little grot tank and drives off.
I'm gonna come over to Mr. Nation. When you see a headless orc with a Gretchen step out of that monolith, fire at him.
Affirmative.
And I scream at everyone else to also fire at him, and we're gonna spend 2 volcano shells on that man.
I hold my action to steal the kill.
Alright, bring him out, Travis.
You see him drive
Grunt.
off back into the camp, or at least what's left of it, as I'm deleting random bits and pieces, because...
We're literally hitting him with everything we have.
And then you see the guy come out, and he climbs up onto the wall, and he shakes his head.
I look confused and mouth, why?
He just shrugs.
I'm gonna take out my microphone and yell at him, why?
They kind of scramble around for a little bit, find a microphone, and come back up. He doesn't want to!
Well, tell him he's a wussy.
He says he doesn't care!
Alright, well, what offends a Gretchen? I look at Mr. Nation.
Mr. Nation, despite having no shoulders, somehow manages to give you a shrug.
Do any of you know how to insult a Gretchen?
Well, you know,
Tell him
boss.
Grog's out here.
Hey, Grog's out here!
Hey, you know, boss.
You suddenly
You're
hear
a
a big
war boss.
cheer,
You're a
and
war
about
boss.
500 Gretchen just climb over the walls and start running towards you. Grog!
Oh, you're like a Gordon Ramsay to them.
I'm surprised they don't hate me. Okay.
They get about halfway, and then you realise they're actually quite heavily armed and seem to be quite murderous.
Alright,
I motioned to gun them down.
Gun them down.
Open fire! This is where things kind of get a bit interesting. This is one of the highlights I was going for. The Gretchens sort of start gathering together and grabbing hold of each other and sort of lifting each other up on top of each other until they get bigger and bigger
Oh yeah.
bigger.
2 volcano shells instantly.
What the fuck?
10 volcano shells.
We cannot hear you, no.
Hello.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Why didn't we fire at him while he was doing this?
It was kind of a bit weird. It just took a moment to gather it. But let's just
Why is he over there?
Why is he way over there? He just
That's
left.
Travis
because-
gave all of us control over us.
Yeah, I know.
Let's just move him off the map. Bye.
Kill him, delete him.
Yeah, I think all the Gretchen still have their command. But anyways, so basically, Blast 8 against what is essentially a horde/swarm. It kills about half a dozen of them at most before it just keeps going.
Okay, we fire literally everything at him in Milltown. We're done.
It does take you a good few minutes before you actually manage to bring down this giant mecha snot.
I'm gonna speak into the microphone then. Oral, I think I've come up with an insult to make your boss come out. Your ale sucks.
What's left of the Gretchen don't seem to be really caring right now. Right. I'm going to say you expended about 8 shells in that, so you got about 12 left.
You know, boss. You're a war boss. He's a war boss. Want to challenge him?
He don't want to. He doesn't want to.
Or you didn't
At least.
didn't officially challenge. You just asked him. I don't know, I forgot already.
We did challenge him, and he was like, no.
The problem here is he's a Gretchen.
He's what? He's not an orc.
So,
He has no honor.
Here's the sitch. He's in an impenetrable fortress. He is about to grab a staff that I assume is important. Or at least he's attempting to. I think he's failing, which is why we aren't already dust.
I think we have to go in, boss.
I have an idea. Maybe Vlad will know. I'm gonna call up Vlad.
This is Vlad! Speak quickly!
Alright. How do I insult a Gretchen?
Don't know, don't care. Bit busy! Do any of you know how to stop an immovable, constant object? It won't stop moving!
Alright, we're in front of it, Vlad. You've got nothing to worry about.
That's not what I'm talking about! Ah, shit, it got loose.
Did you
Boys?
capture one?
No, yet, slight problem with that orb. It took off. It's heading towards you. You've got about 3 minutes before it, I don't know what it's gonna do. But it's heading there very quickly. So, whatever you're going to do it quickly.
Alright, I'm gonna call Mr. Nation. Alright, Mr. Nation, there should be a purple orb coming this way. If you see it, fire at it. Me and my boys are gonna go into the monolith.
Negative, I shall accompany you.
Oh, you gotta leave something here, otherwise we only got 3 minutes.
I shall be leaving the majority of my forces.
Alright, you come with us then. Alright, boys, let's Oh, is that a Gretchen? What is he doing here? Oh.
Someone being an idiot.
Yeah, that's Ikrog. He has purple color. Alright, so since the Gretchens have essentially surrendered, I guess we'll just walk in there unopposed.
Pretty much.
We're gonna take that squig off, by the way, and all of the Killicons.
Of course. Mr. Nation would like to request a few of the Gretchen for basically reparation of the fact that he lost a few of them.
75-25, sound fair?
Agreed.
I'll get the 75, by the way.
I figured as much. The monolith is not floating, and it's not technically a monolith. At least not the monolith class specifically. As to what it is, you don't know. All you know is big, and inside
good
of
luck
a mountain.
moving all these tokens, Travis. We'll give you a minute.
I got a better idea. How about I just move the guys who are going inside? So, you approach in. You enter inside the hut here, and then you find a cellar door that one individual is pointing towards, or at least one of the Gretchen is. And in
Where's
you
Mr.
descend.
Nation at?
He's right behind you.
Oh, we aren't gonna bring any of our boys with us?
Do you really want to bring your boys?
I want to bring those grotesques with us.
Ah. Just them?
Let me check all of our disgusting Frankenstein monsters to make sure.
There is the Kronos paint engines.
I would like to bring the Daka.
The Darker.
And what is Bishi Boy?
He's the one who shoved his face into the Slaanesh-like blood and ended up very pretty.
I guess quadruped machine gun orc.
Yeah.
Who are these two lone figures over here?
There are a couple of murder servitors that you've never used. Bring them.
That's boring. I don't think we can bring a squig off.
Not gonna fit.
And let's accompany all of those guys with shield drones. And anyone who doesn't already have a shield of some sort will also get a shield drone.
Anybody?
Hey, that's me.
Oh, good. Because I'm pretty sure you should have one already, but So the Darker.
Oh, right, I have a conversion field. It's just has never been used.
So
Never
the
pro.
Darker and the Quadruped, who now has a gunner finally again. So those two. Who wants a shield drone?
I already have a shield.
I'll take a shield drone if it's better than my conversion field.
One.
I'll take one too.
Shield drone. It has a protection rating of 45. And overloads on 1 to 10.
What does the conversion field have?
50.
Okay, yeah. I'll just keep my conversion field then.
Alright, so it was Gearzag. You want a shield drone?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have a shield drone.
Yay.
Assign one to each of the pain engines. Or the engines. Rolock. I take it you don't have a shield.
No, he doesn't.
Now you do.
Congratulations. You have an energy shield. And you all enter into here.
All the grotesques have shields too?
They're going to be within range of the pain engines. So they'll kind of have it spread onto them.
Okay.
So, here you are. Inside of a mountain.
Vietnam flashbacks of when we entered the webway.
Just a smidge. Right. Let's see, Rolock. I'll give you control of your shield drone.
Don't go too far. We don't want to start a battle instance too fast.
So, let me just double check. Let's see. I need.
So wherever we go, we should probably have the grotesques lead the way.
One moment whilst I open up stuff. And there we go. Right.
Then the large women. Then the petite women. Then the large women.
Death by snoo. Anyways, so Mr. Nation is
Alright,
going
so
on. Yes, we're going this way.
The order will be. I was going to say the order. So the order will be both of the squads of the grotesques. Mr. Nation, me, and everyone else.
Why isn't everyone else?
So get that other grotesque squad over here. We're going left.
Going left. Right. Let me just see if I can't get the rest of these guys.
Boys, get behind me. Mr. Nation is leading the way. Behind our grotesques.
So I got a bit of a question. How big is the Death Dread again? And would it be able to fit down here?
Potentially. I mean, Mr. Nation does. It would be a bit of a tight squeeze. Now,
Do we have a Death Dread?
You
No,
do
I
not.
don't
He
think you
does.
do.
You don't.
Unfortunately, we do not.
It is
I don't
something
think we have a
you
problem.
would want to get onto at some point.
By the way, Travis, I ordered all my boys are outside. If they see the purple orb, fire at it.
Yeah,
Oh, my
meaning
bad.
to get a weren't we meaning to get a death stride as soon as we got back to the planet from the
It
Space
was
Hulk.
on the list of things to do. You never got around to actually doing it.
There's
Also,
a
we're not.
Ah,
If also use 2 volcano shell rounds if they see it, but no more.
Uh-huh. The tiny, tiny little orb going to be shot by artillery. Yeah, that's going to work.
Yeah. I mean,
You
what
realise
else
that,
am I gonna
once
do?
again, the artillery is being fired by orcs.
All right,
Listen,
forget
Travis,
it. It won't
something
even
is
hit.
better
It's
than
we have any flat cannons, any anti-air?
I've basically ordered everything to fire at it. Whatever we have and he has, it's firing at it.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, get out of the way.
So, proceeding along, proceeding along.
We gotta let Mr. Nation lead.
Until you get to an area where it suddenly changes from rock to smooth stone.
Alright. This is why we have an order. Now get in line.
Right. In they all go, as you have ordered them. They get to the door, and they start to smack it to try and cave it in, but it just opens on the first hit.
Mr. Nation, get in there.
And with that, door is open. Mr. Nation would like to stay back and shoot whatever he can see.
Well, Mr. Nation, you got big claws.
And big cannons. What's your point?
Use Roy. You stay back here.
That was my
He's
intention.
got big grotesques, so.
So they see the grotesques and the engines see something and immediately charge it. And we're going to have to roll initiative. Actually, no, we don't really have to roll initiative. Let's face it, this guy's going to get killed. Swarzak, I'm going to move you in just a little bit to see what happens.
Oh. One lone man.
So,
They have shield drones. You gotta give them a chance at least.
yeah. Well, this is where it kind of gets a bit interesting as you watch. This Gretchen is using what appears to be an orc with no head, a large barrel-ish size shaped torso, 2 arms ending with power claws, and its legs are replaced with tank treads.
If this thing eats through our grotesque squads, Travis.
It's currently desperately trying to grab hold of what looks like a giant metal rod sticking out of a symbol in the middle of this platform.
I'm gonna quickly wave Mr. Nation over and tell him to fire at the orc.
Let me get to the end of that.
Damn it.
And as he turns around and he sees the things running towards him and promptly abandons the rod and goes to engage.
This is one brave man.
It's just a Gretchen riding on top of what appears to be a decapitated orc. You've
This is a
actually
brave
heard
ass Gretchen.
tales of this particular thing. It's actually Zurgrub, one of the previous bosses.
Mm.
Aw, poor him.
Yeah, he had his head exploded.
I smell a fate point.
You're not getting this. You're not getting a spirit point for this.
So I have a question.
Fate point. Yes?
What happens if I add to edit?
If you head to head the Gretchen, something might happen. If you head to head the orc, nothing. There's no head to head to.
It's like editing a truck.
What if I add to other ed?
So can I release my held action to steal a kill?
So that thing probably explodes nearby. One of the grotesques is going to get decapitated as Zurger, well, at least
He has
left
a
him.
held action, Travis. Let the man take the shot.
He's not actually in there yet. Get your ass back out there. You were just the one closest to it. So you're seeing this as he
Hello?
decapitates one of the grotesques, and one of the other
Hello?
engines. What?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hey. I called my brother. He put my mic back in the wrong spot.
Nice. Now you can
Fantastic.
listen along and talk.
Yeah. So you guys think I should take the staff for myself?
No. I'll
I think
crump you
so.
before you do.
I think
I do believe we were warned about not to take the staff.
don't worry,
Yeah.
nothing can get in my head. I already have a bloodthirster in there.
Hey, Grog, you're not touching that staff.
So,
Why not? Give me one good reason.
Always the boss.
anyways, Berturg Zergub, or at least what's left of him, promptly falls quickly to a couple of Dark Eldar critters wailing upon the poor thing. And he's just
I
getting
cheer
pushed
for
down to
them.
the ground.
Can I give them a +10?
They don't need it. They're just currently trying desperately to eat the poor Gretchen on top of what's left of this orc.
What? No, don't eat them. Just beat them to a pulp.
They immediately
They
stop.
don't know words.
They stop and just start punching it.
Crump Gretchen to pulp.
Squish, squish, squish. It doesn't take
Man,
very
everyone
long.
got a shield drone but me. I'm jealous.
Well, he didn't say anything.
I did. I put it in the chat.
Or what? Now
That's what
crump
that big I do was.
I'm
Or what?
fucking
Now
with you.
crump
I'm
the orc.
fucking
Crump
with
the
you.
orc.
Alright. I wanted to make sure.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. Thank you, Travis.
So, the orc is perfectly fine, minus the fact that it has a head that has no head. And then you hear large explosions coming from outside, followed by what can only be described as an earth-shattering boom and a loud crack from above you. The mountain seems to have just suffered a rather large hit from something travelling very fast.
Mr. Nation, ready your guns.
He,
Give me that staff.
he moves over to
I
here,
got the perfect plan for it.
turns around, just in time for a gigantic chunk of stone to fly out from up here and land on the ground, damn near squishing Skorgrazak in the process.
Boys,
Can
lord.
we have him make a dodge check to avoid being squished? Travis.
You're not
Rocks
becoming,
fall, everyone dies.
you're not becoming a boss that way. Come on, it's not gonna be that easy.
Damn it all. If circumstance can't take him out, then what can?
Good point, actually.
Anyways, so as it happens, Mr. Nation quickly opens fire, and you just see bullets bounce off this thing as it whips through the room, hits the staff, embeds itself in a location on it, flashes brightly,
there?
and then just stops.
Where is it?
The staff is pretty much right here.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little bit of a stick.
Did something just attack the staff?
Nope, it was the large orb that just went
Oh, okay, alright.
smacking
I was just
into
making
it.
sure.
Actually, what
I get out my hammer. Alright, always get first dibs.
Ah, here we
No,
go.
boss,
This
boss,
one will do.
boss. With this kind of technology, you gotta be careful. Let a professional take care of it. Trust me.
Hey, Grog, if you touch that, always gonna get Gronk to take you out.
That's
Boss,
perfect right
Do you
I
trust
hold
me?
my action.
there. What
Do
are
you
you
trust
holding?
me, boss?
Mr. Nations just says, halt. Do not remove that staff.
Why not? I was a trained professional in xenobiology and xenoarchaeology.
If
It's
Grog
big
you
words,
don't
I
knows a thing about Necrons.
You don't know that.
Where did Necrons come from?
Necron land. Where do you think, huh? Told
Listen,
you,
I
eyes
don't
knows
know where the
everything.
Necrons come from.
He don't know that. He only
Skorgrazak,
knows
control your minion or I shall open fire.
Hey, Grog, you better back off.
Us just wants to see the staff.
Hey,
Think
Grog,
about it.
You can see
you
it from a good distance away.
Grog, you go stand next to the grotesques.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
Yeah,
I
get
like to get
Grog.
up close when I
Bad
take
boy.
pictures. I like to get up close when I take pictures.
Take a
Yes,
selfie with the selfie stick.
Alright,
stick.
Mr. Nation, I've got a hypothetical.
Listening.
What if I smack the staff with my corn hammer?
I have a corn axe.
It ain't as
Mine's
good.
better. Bet mine's
Mine's
better.
from a demon prince. Yours is from
Mine-
a low ranking demon.
That damn
No, mine
party
is from
wipes.
a bloodlet, and it has a bloodlet inside of it.
Oh yeah? Well, mine's from a demon prince. Now, Mr. Nation.
Fun
back to my
fact about
hypothetical.
demon princes, they're technically lower than greater demons, which is what I got my axe from.
Mr.
Stop
Nation.
arguing.
Mommy
Always
and
got
Daddy
to
are
be right.
fighting.
I always got
Nation.
to be right.
Can I sense if there's anything warpy about this stuff?
You can certainly try.
There's nothing warpy about
Necron.
Necrons.
It's Necron.
Can I get an answer?
So-
Mr.
You
Nation?
can roll if you want.
He rolls a 100 and creates warpy stuff.
He creates
Oh,
Necron.
there's suddenly a Zinch demon here. Who knew? Looks like you guys all just conveniently missed it.
Oh, sup, Nurgle?
You ready to roll? There you go.
You gave the Necrons warp power.
Turns out they actually just summoned the Chaos Gods. Fun fact.
Anyways, Mr. Windub, you do not detect anything warpy specifically from this staff itself, but you do somehow detect the traces of a demonic entity that was in this area that now is now long past.
A Catan.
I wish I knew
that
Necron
is-
They don't
symbols
actually
so I
have a
could...
warp presence. They don't have a warp presence. Never
No.
mind.
They do not. You also
wish-
detect a somewhat of a void beyond this door at the bottom.
Travis, completely out of the blue question that will not affect gameplay at all. What dynasty are these Necrons from?
You have no idea.
Oh yeah, can I roll Forbidden War Xenos on the staff as well?
Sure.
Any
I mean, it's
modifiers?
not going to affect gameplay at all. I'm just
I'm aware.
curious.
There's, I
modifiers?
didn't really pick any specific dynasty I can come up with on version,
Yeah.
but negative 30 on the test.
Plus 10.
Alright,
Plus
negative 20.
10? Ugh.
Yeah, that's a staff or something. You don't know what it is. It's definitely alien. It looks like it
Alright,
might
this
hurt
is
something if you
Travis.
hit something with it.
Mr. Nation, back to my question. What if I smack it?
What if I smacked it against the ground?
What
That
if we
would've-
both smacked it?
What if we just open the door behind it?
No. Let this to the professionals.
We
You
await
don't
Mr.
understand what
Nation's
you're talking
answer.
about.
Mr. Nation is currently awaiting for silence.
We've had silence for quite a while.
No, you really haven't.
Alright, everyone shut up. Mr. Nation's gonna answer our question. Shh.
Theory number 1. Breaking of the staff and releasing of Necron Horde.
Alright.
Theory 2. Smacking the staff around and nothing happens.
Alright.
Theory 3. You smack the staff, it leaves its location, Necron Horde wakes up.
Alright.
Theory 4. End of the universe. Likelihood of this, 0.00001%.
Theory
Alright.
number 5.
We gotta roll for it.
Theory number 5.
Okay, I,
I take the staff and I gain superpowers
Mm,
and wipe out the Necron horde.
likelihood of that's lower than the end of the universe.
So you think?
Theory
Tell
number
me, Mr.
6.
Nation,
We ignore
where-
the stupid staff and cut a hole in that door and open.
Mr. Nation?
I got a
That
question
is...
here.
Yes. Yeah, go for it.
You, Gearzag, Jesus.
Speak. Question.
Yeah.
Gearzag is
Oh,
Jesus.
hello. Sorry. I don't know why I muted my mic there for a second. I don't know why.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, you said something about a demon being here previously, right?
What?
To Windup. Yeah, there was.
Yeah. I don't suppose there's any chaos markings laying around anywhere, is there?
No, you guys
Chaos
haven't seen
marks.
anything.
I'm gonna take out my hammer and use it as a divining rod. Let's do this, baby.
Grog, Mr. Nation's pointing his guns at you now.
I'm not getting any closer than this. I just want to take a closer
Yeah,
look.
he doesn't fucking trust you though. As a matter
I
of
still
fact,
have
he's
my
going to
action
move
step.
up and stand next to it and point at you.
Alright. I'm just trying to get a better look.
Do I
Just
sense
so-
anything with my hammer?
The hammer does not seem to vibrate or divine or anything in any sort of fashion.
Damn. Alright, well, I'm gonna walk over, grab Ikgrog by the back of the neck, and bring him to the back so that we can open up this door.
I'm gonna
You-
start wiggling.
You want to roll strength here? Or are you just
Sure.
gonna let it happen? I'm asking Ikgrog.
Strength, not be pulled? Oh, sure.
But I don't.
I'm
wanna
sure you're
go-
gonna beat me, but I'm sure you're gonna beat me, but like, you know, whatever. Yeah, I just get pulled.
Hey, we're almost the exact opposite.
Why don't you be quiet?
Weird. Alright.
Why are you trying to take away my prize from me? This is the ultimate object I could acquire.
Kill the
In one-
Necrons, then get the staff.
In one hand,
Priorities.
I have a giant axe, and in the other, a Necron staff.
Well, right now, on the other hand, you've got a Lasclaw. Now get us in.
Plus a resurrection orb, which is what that other thing is.
Open the door.
God.
Open the door.
Open the door.
But boss, what are doors anyway? Are
Wrong,
they?
take the shot.
I take
Are
a
you-
turn to full aim.
I'm just trying to, you know.
Was that an official saying out loud
No.
in character? Good, because
No.
Mr. Nation's pointing his gun
Oh.
at him.
I was just trying to get the mood ready. Surely Mr. Nation could do this stuff,
Negative.
but I guess he's too busy.
Gronk, if you just don't open this door, I was actually gonna kill ya.
I already
Wrong.
opened it, boss.
I meant Ikgrog.
I already
Gronk
opened
doesn't
it,
open
boss.
doors. Gronk sneaks.
Tech use,
I
yeah.
tried to open the door.
Nothing
already
happens.
opened
Not only that, but Ikrog, you didn't even touch anything. There was no console, no button, no door handle, no keyhole.
Boss, is this even a door, or are we just looking at the floor? Did you check that first?
Gronk, it's a door.
I'm not Gronk.
Gronk! I'm not that sneaky that I'm actually impersonating somebody else at the same time.
Get back, open the
He
door.
feeds me my lines through Roll20. He just feeds me lines to say. Oh, I should do
Playing
that.
you this whole time.
I should do that. That'd
Alright,
be great.
I was gonna give it a try then. I'm gonna raise my hammer and smack the wall.
I'm
as
gonna
hard as-
hit it with my axe.
Great! The two of you line up and start smacking it. Give me strength tests, boys.
What? No, the
No.
wall.
Yeah.
Do we
Strength
just do the
test, you
weapon
say?
damage? Since my stuff goes, like infinite, whatever you call it, pen. Yeah.
It's a fucking wall.
It's a
Just
war
roll
weapon.
strength.
Yes, I'm aware. Just roll.
Alright.
Yeah, decent. And Igrog.
Ah!
The handle on your axe, Igrog, slightly bends.
It's a demon weapon,
Yes.
and I rolled super well.
Yes, that's why it bent.
God damn.
It has absolutely no scratch whatsoever on the surface of this wall. It has no dent, it has no crack.
Wait, I've got an idea. Now just listen to me and don't call me crazy, alright?
Boss, we're not gonna wiggle.
No, that's dumb. That's a dumb idea. Alright,
Whoever's wiggling better
What if-
stop wiggling.
what if I
Gronk ceases wiggling.
play music to the wall?
Boss, what if we use that staff to open it up?
Always gonna try to play a Zargan great guitar solo first.
Alright. Let me just... Track. Let's go for. What's a good Jimi Hendrix solo that we can use?
This is the only reason Travis uses that feature of Roll20.
Pretty much. But yeah, you just crank out a massive tune out of your what was it the double head guitar. It's a sorry.
Didn't you mention something about a Jimi Hendrix song?
Yeah, I can't think of anything particularly good to use. I'm not particularly.
That's okay, just go on.
Yeah. So you crank it out. The sound vibrates through the air, and nothing seems to happen.
Alright. Mr. Nation, you're a robot, right? You
Affirmative.
can't get corrupted.
Negative. As far
Alright,
as we
I just
know.
want you to pick up the staff.
The staff.
Boss, the staff won't corrupt him. If anything, it'll corrupt him more, because he's a robot just like them.
You just got
Should let a flesh bag like me hold it.
I will not
Wait.
take this staff until we are completely ready to take on an entire Necron army.
I believe we are.
Wait,
Mr.
wait.
Nation,
you're
how
not-
big of an army do you believe that's gonna come through this door?
Sorry, what was that?
Mr. Nation, how big is the army that's gonna come through this door?
Estimation due to size of structure, tens of thousands.
Alright, we
Wait,
ain't gonna
wait.
touch the staff.
We's is just in a mountain, right? So
Wait.
why don't we just have our boys blow up the mountain where we came in, and then bring in some squiggers? Doesn't matter if you got tens of thousands. We got volcano cannon, some squiggers, especially
Insufficient.
with all the orcs.
Wait,
What are all our
Mr.
orcs out there?
Insufficient.
We
Sure.
meet you.
Shush.
Alright,
Alright, wait. Everyone shush.
We
Mr.
got-
Nation.
we just gotta drill through this door.
Shut up. Alright, Mr. Nation. So if we touch the staff, they'll awaken, right?
Affirmative.
What if we just don't touch the staff?
Affirmative.
But then they'll kill us all later on, because
All
that
right.
big thing out there is still there.
Grog, this is your last chance. Shut up. Alright. We've got to make a pact. We are gonna close this off. We's all is gonna say that we's killed the Necrons, and we's is gonna close this mountain off.
But
Affirmative.
boss, they just still there.
But they ain't gonna awaken unless one of us
If they ain't awake yet, then what? Why is
Why can't
why is
we
that
just-
still there?
Why couldn't we just find a way through the door? Oi! We could teleport through it!
No. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah. Window.
It's all turned off in there.
Alright,
We could
boss's
teleport.
orders. We's ain't going through the door.
But boss, look at that! All that stuff we got out there. We gotta use it for something. Only thing we've done today is kill grots.
Well, hey, Mr. Nation, you
Affirmative.
still gotta function as a boss, don't you?
Affirmative.
Right. Well, you know how there are other clans around?
Affirmative.
You just want to take out your equipment and try them out in one of the lower clans?
This sounds agreeable. Which clan would you
Alright.
like to assist in helping destroy it? If
Can
you
you
want
pull
to,
up the clan list?
the clan list, sure thing.
I can't find it.
It would be in the handout section. Orc clans.
Present the clan list.
So,
Rot comes over
See
with a big
that.
piece of parchment.
The
Ta-da.
clans? Oh,
clans.
right. I wrote little descriptions down for all of them.
Crazy fire as I think.
Yep. As far as you know, they've pretty much repaired themselves back up to.
What
previous-
demonic mad dog?
Oh, Mr. Nation is the Power Ranger robot. Okay.
Yeah. He's an angry Rotlegs dude. So you can't really go attacking them since they would be attacking themselves and that would just look stupid as fuck.
Right, Mr.
Oh, we
Nation,
can have him do
wait a
that.
minute. You gets to test out your guns and I'll take the clan. Deal?
Negative. We split the clan.
Oi! We
Or,
could take out the crazy fireheads,
Always
steal
want-
the anti-ship battery, and blow the mountain up.
always want 60%.
50-50. No other changes.
Or I get to decide what
49-51.
short.
But we get the staff.
Alright, Mr. Nation, I decide what half I get, right?
We shall see.
Right. Well, we could take out We's Gonna Swig, yeah, so we could take out Demon Boy.
Negative.
take out the grot legs,
Unadvisable.
Right now. We could take out the grot legs right now.
Why? What's wrong with the We's Gonna Squigs, yeah?
They have recently acquired capital ship weaponry. Also, major interference from Warp Storm above their camp.
I see.
Inadvisable.
Well, if you was an orc, then that wouldn't really matter. But I guess since you isn't.
Your observations, your level of observation is truly astounding.
Thank you. That's what I've always been told.
We could take out the Melta boys.
They should
Who
be
cares
relatively easy to take out.
What about taking out the grot legs? I hear they're pretty big.
Oh, the legs.
Grog, you're getting shot in the foot.
Ow!
Yeah.
Wait, I
just
got an idea.
Splat into the foot.
Mr.
Oh,
Nation,
God.
you've got a flyer, right?
I have 3.
Alright, so, our last mech boy, before he rode off into the distance, he's had a plan to take on another clan.
Listening.
Alright, Travis, you remember what Jared suggested when we wanted to take over one of the clans? It was like dropping the tungsten rod or something?
Yeah, the Rod of God.
Yeah, I described that plan to Mr. Nation.
You have access to orbital capacity capable vehicles.
We got that Tau ship that we take in space.
Don't we
Insufficient.
also have a Space Hulk boss?
Negative. Had.
Well,
We
we're
can just
already
get it
left.
back. We've gone back in time once. Why can't we just do it again?
Who's about that? You'll think you're crazy.
Oh right.
Wait,
Don't
Mr.
want-
Nation, did you come off a rogue trader ship?
Negative.
Damn.
Where'd you come from?
Where did you
I
go?
was-
Can we hear your backstory?
Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
You're getting shot again.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not, Travis. I
Roll the die.
refuse. I refuse.
He did actually get shot in the foot at least once, though. Because you're
You
being a
can't
little
get him
shit,
for
and
that.
he decided, you know what, no, bang, shoot in the foot.
Let's all hear Mr. Nation's
He's
backstory.
building resentment. My character can't take this much longer. You know what Ikrog will do once he has resentment.
Kill.
He will
and then
end
get killed.
the world. He will destroy the world.
I'll walk over and pat Ikrog on the shoulder with a fatherly love.
You
It's all-
actually can't do that. You have to get through my shield generator first. I'm sorry, it's the rules.
I will like straight up crush that shield drone.
No, my shield drone. I just
off.
named it.
My shield drone.
My shield drone.
So, like I was saying, I reach over and give you a fatherly pat. It's alright, Ikrog.
What's a father?
Fair
I
enough.
never had a dad, nor a mum. I grew up on the streets.
Mr.
Straight
Nation
to
just
Bel Air.
walks away.
Wait, Mr. Nation, how are we gonna cover up a mountain?
You walk out of the room.
He did.
Hey guys, you know there's a staff right here.
None of you gets is torching the staff.
We could teleport inside.
Yeah, but if
Oh,
none of us are,
Necron tech.
Yeah,
These
boss,
is
why don't we just teleport inside? Mr. Nation doesn't have to know about it. He's gonna be busy killing some grots.
boss's orders?
Is he the boss or is you the boss?
What is the boss? And I say we's leaving and we's gonna go kill a clan, then we's gonna go kill Mr. Nation.
But if we don't wake up the Necrons, then we can take all their stuff. There won't be a threat if they don't have anything.
I'm pretty sure that the Necrons are smart enough to have something in there to fight us if we get in there.
Yeah, but it's not gonna wake them all up. That's what the staff does, apparently. Even though I know it doesn't.
Or I'm sure they got a kill switch
Eyes
of
could
some
roll.
sort.
Eyes got stealth.
Oh, he's got stealth. Just teleport him in, teleport out, leave him in, then he can just tell us what he's seeing and picked.
He's really.
And then if it all goes well, we can go in as well.
Hughes really wants to fight a Necron.
Sure.
Eyes would love to sneak
Alright.
by a Necron.
So here's what's gonna happen. Boys can make that happen, alright? But you gotta be patient. Our ship is almost done.
Once we get that done, we can take the staff, and I can make some good stuff with it, right?
It's not
Something
always
tells me that.
No. We ain't gonna take this staff. We's gonna take a different staff.
What staff?
We's gonna take a good staff. This is a crappy staff.
Boss, I see what you're trying to do. However, if we got a ship, then who cares if the Necrons destroy this world? We'll take all the clans with us anyway.
But then I won't own this world.
Nah, boss. You see, we just wait for the Necrons to kill everything, then we can just come back, because we'll all just go back to sleep. Oz knows these things, because Oz is smart, you see.
Or they join up with the other Necrons, and it's just a Necron world.
Then we have a constant battle with them, and then we got lots of fun. Crumping Necrons left and right.
Alright, everyone leave the room.
Okay, so everyone's got.
Does that include us?
Does that include the Necron staff?
No,
Yeah,
we're leaving.
You think
the
it'll
staff.
activate if I have the shield drone grab it?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So is
I
it
want to
like
get teleported inside? I want to see what's.
I do too? Window, do it before the boss can see.
Oh, what?
What are those things that roam around in the tombs? Aren't they like tomb spiders or something?
Scarabs?
Scarabs?
Yeah.
Don't scarabs
just-
roam around in there?
They're just builders, though. They won't do anything to you, really.
They can attack.
You say
They can
that?
attack.
Can?
They can attack.
They can attack, but can they do a lot of damage when they attack?
They're
Not really.
Necrons. I think their smallest unit can one-shot some of our guys.
Yeah, but that's only some of our guys. The rest of us have mega armor. Only the strong can persevere in Orc society. Why are you afraid?
We are leaving.
We are leaving. You don't understand, boss. I got ambitions. Ambitions to make myself a primal orc. So that's not something you would understand. My parents did neither. Said it was just a phrase. But
You
I
said you didn't
showed
have
them.
parents.
Or he's just gonna write your name in my Death Note, boss.
I got this journal, you see. I got it from a demon.
I found it
Oh,
on
that's
the floor.
Good idea. I found it on the floor while we walked in here.
Zneech.
It's neat. It was written by this lad named Zinch.
A Zlad.
A Vlad.
It was written by Vlad named Zneech. Okay, cool.
You know what's this thing called Atlas? Don't know what that is.
Oh, fuck me.
I'm gonna go get me a full body pillow and no one can tell me no.
Alright. Is we gonna get to move on, or is we gonna just cook
Yeah,
this?
Travis.
I want.
Sexy. It's gonna have a sexy
I wanna
version
eat
of
it.
me on it.
Wait, do we want to consume the I want to eat the previous boss, Travis, and consume his
What
beautiful
happened to the
power.
grot? What happened to the grot though?
Oh,
He
he got
walked
squished.
out. He
He's
got
basically
bored.
paste.
Travis,
Uh.
I would like to consume the previous boss to gain
Wait,
his
if it didn't do anything when he was trying to eat, we're trying to get the oh, I just deleted a ton of the Gretchens by accident. They just died suddenly. Don't worry about it. No, but if he didn't if it nothing happened when he was getting the staff, then why would it happen to us?
Maybe
Because the orb wasn't on the staff.
That's
Ding,
a, that's
ding,
a
ding,
good.
ding, ding.
Because
He
the
was
orb wasn't
what?
on the staff.
He's gonna come back later and steal the staff. I already know it.
Not
He's
if
a
you kill this.
goddamn machine.
He won't. His primary goal is to kill Necrons.
That's what he just told you.
If
If
Travis,
he's
I
all-
didn't see you make no scrutiny test.
If we
Travis
all,
never said I could.
You gotta ask.
Travis,
You
can I make
don't-
a scrutiny
If we
test
all
for his
just check-
accusation?
teleport into the
Okay,
Necron.
guys, calm your tits, calm the tits. You may indeed
I'm
roll
telling you.
scrutiny.
I'm telling you, boss. He's gonna betray us.
He is
gonna take
indeed
him
telling
for-
the truth, as far as you can tell.
Booyah.
As far as you can tell.
I rolled a 48 out of 64. We're leaving.
Listen, buddy, I rolled a 6 out of 79, and I almost broke my demon weapon. Don't
I am
trust
not
Travis on
arguing
this.
about this more.
fucking,
I
he's the
want to play-
DM.
I know, that's why you don't trust him.
I'm
Never
not
trust
arguing
those in
about this
power.
more. I want to play this
Reality
game.
has
We're
no
taking
meaning.
the orc body and we're going back to our base, and then we're gonna go kill the fireheads.
God damn it.
You want
We're
to
going to
kill
die.
a major clan?
No, not
No.
the fireheads, the mountain boys.
Ah, okay.
die.
But first,
Just saying.
I'm going to consume the previous boss and gain his Highlander abilities.
He's a bit manky, but yes, you do consume him.
Yes, yes.
Look him first.
Yes, Mr. Doop. Park?
Why is you eating me, brother?
Whoa. You knows him.
He's me brother.
Oh. Do you mention this before or after I finish him?
It's kind of like after a single bite.
That grotesque over there, he told me to do it. See that one right there? He suggested it.
And you did it.
See, the thing is, he said it would give me weird powers that would make me better.
Huh.
He says a lot
He
of
did,
things.
did he?
Yeah, he did.
I wouldn't trust
Well,
him.
well then, it there enough for both of us?
What?
You heard what I said.
No, I actually didn't.
Is there enough for both of us?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty hungry.
I already cooked it.
Actually, yeah, you want to
Maybe
give me
a
a
bit
cooking
of a
test there,
nibble of
Cook?
me, brother?
Wait,
There's one. Check.
he's your brother, ain't he?
Is family.
Would you like
Small-
a proper? Would you
small
like a proper
part of him
burial?
will always be with me.
Would you like a proper burial?
In your stomach?
All right, we's gonna plant him in the ground, and you's gonna get a new brother.
This is okay.
All right, let's do that. One boy's enough. So we're gonna get home and we're gonna plant this guy like a tree.
Okay, so that happens, apparently. So, you are going to, with help from our dear friend Mr. Nation.
And we are gonna like fill that mountain full of like concrete or something really hard that no one can ever get through.
Why don't we do that later on? You know,
Let's
after
do
we
it now.
end the session, and like we can do stuff in between the sessions.
Yeah.
So then we can do that later on, at
Let's
maybe
just do
like
it
2
now.
sessions from now, and then I could like sneak in during the middle between the session and next, become a
Yeah,
god,
We're filling it in now.
become a
with, like,
god.
We're filling it in now with the hardest material we have offered.
Unobtainium?
Orcs.
Unobtainium.
Dead. No, we'll just like throw some orcs in there and tell them to hold the line, and then as they starve to death, we'll just put up concrete. And who's gonna be able to get through a bunch of orc bodies? I'm gonna tell you right now, no one.
We're gonna fill the entire place with like I don't know titanium. What materials do orcs have?
Dead orcs.
We have
piles and piles of dead orcs
I know.
Why don't we just
ready to go.
Why don't we just put a bunch of boulders in front of the door?
We're not gonna Jesus this. He escaped.
He escaped. It's obviously
Like,
not
I mean,
a good
how much-
plan. He already
how-
escaped.
How much resources do you want to put into this? Like,
Just put like 50 orcs in there. No one's gonna be able to get past
We're
50
not wasting boys in this. I've
orcs. No,
gotten
dead orcs. Dead orcs. Just put all the grots that
build
were
part of
killed.
the muty wall up in there.
We melt down as much scrap as we can find.
Melt down as many orcs as we can.
We can melt down a few orcs too, and
Yeah.
then we fill the entire mountain with molten metal. And then when it cools, it'll be full of metal.
Wait, so you didn't want to use boys, but you're
But what if
willing
the
to
molten
use...
metal touches the staff?
You have
We'll
no
That's
idea.
a good
build,
point.
we'll build a stone prison around the staff.
But prisons have bars.
This prison has no bars.
What if you accidentally touch the staff while you're putting up like the prison?
I'll have Mr. Nation do it. He's a robot. He's not programmed to mess up.
Yeah, but doesn't mean they don't. He did shoot me after all, and I'm perfect.
Travis, let's have this happen.
Okay. So, after a few days, it's going to take you a while to get this sort of thing organized. Let's face it.
That's fine.
He does indeed gather large piles of scrap to utilize in a very unusual manner.
Gonna fucking ant hell this shit.
Yes, he does indeed fill it with large amounts of molten metal. It's not exactly enough to fill a mountain, but at the very least,
Then fill the rest with concrete.
it fills the cave at the very least. Fit with the stuff. You make sure that there's a sort of dome put over it so it doesn't get touched exactly. So it's currently very heavily sealed within.
Good. Now, I'm gonna call Vlad and tell him, alright, Vlad, we fixed everything. I know, hard to believe, but we did it. What I's gonna need you to do, I's gonna need you to arm 2 of your servitors as much as you can and put it in front of this metal mountain I made.
Maybe this is going a bit overboard, boss. Maybe I should be the one. Maybe I should be the one to watch it.
Send
Oh,
the
just
servitors, Vlad.
trustworthy.
You finished?
Send the servitors, Vlad.
Understood. Sending servitors. So, after a while, a couple of servitors, very heavily armed, looking like they're carrying las cannons and multi-melters on each of them.
Right, you two, here's the deal. You guard this. If anyone comes up, warn them. If they
Boss,
persist,
the
shoot 'em.
servitors.
Beep.
The servitors.
Right, I'm gonna call Vlad.
This is Vlad.
Alright, so I don't know how you control them, but like, make him give a
I've
warning.
already received the orders. I was
Alright,
listening.
good. I hang up this time.
Right.
Right, well, now that we killed all the Necrons, let's go home.
That's my
Boys,
job
gonna-
done.
Oh, he's just gonna tell everyone that we didn't kill any of them.
I still have that ready to action.
Fuck, take a pot shot at aggression. Destroy that man.
Splat.
But like they're coming to join us, aren't they? You're just shooting at people who are a part of us.
That wasn't that was one of. Let's pretend that was like a shot fired at the air, and then it came down. and
He
hit
was
that
with
Gretchen.
he was going on a picnic with the other grots, and you just shot him. How
Hold on,
dare you?
wait,
You're a monster.
He fucking Kennedy'd him.
He was going to see his family.
Alright.
How could you?
Alright, so at the moment you've got, I'm going to say 70 Gretchen. Well, 69 if you actually do shoot one of them.
I'm
Oh
not.
wait, wait no, you don't want to have 69 Gretchen? Eh? Eh?
I did not
Eh?
fucking 69
And 40 squigs. There, 40 squigs.
Oh man, I like
Oh, and the
this. I'm
squig of-
gonna get to
and the killicans.
That's
I'm
right,
gonna
you
get
got a couple of squiggles.
I'm
Well,
gonna
a
get
squig.
to work with my gigantic.
Wait, we got some
regular
Killicons?
one.
Did we get that extra squig off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many Killicons did we get? 2 Killicons and an extra Squiggoth.
Yep.
So now we have 3 Squiggoths.
2 regular, 1 gargantuan.
With a volcano cannon on its back.
All right, I noted it down. Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to take a
how
while
many-
before it can,
How
walk.
many teeth do we get off the bodies?
Oh yeah, how much teeth do we get from this entire endeavor?
You do not find a particularly large stash, but you do find about 30 teeth.
So we have 67 teeth. Ooh
Yay.
boy.
Can I take about, since I already bought 2, what is it? How many, is it like two teeth per slave?
For what? What slave?
For a human slave? At the,
Yeah, about that.
alright, so can I take, 6 teeth to the market? Actually, you know what? Give me 10. Let me give me
That's
a
a
good
lot
number
of
slave.
humans you're enslaving. We kind of
That's
have
10.
a good rep with them.
Oh, you guys do? What? Well, I need 5 personal ones. It's also my short-term goal, so.
As long as you don't, like, utterly kill them and torture them, sure.
I mean, they're going into the gargantuan squiggoth, so it's not like it's being wasted.
Yeah, you're right.
When you
Okay,
say
here's
going into the gargantuan squiggoth, what exactly are you saying?
I'm gonna build basically a big ditch. It's gonna be like 10 feet deep, and then I'm gonna put the humans in there. And then you know, like the thing that's inside the what's that gun I destroyed? The gun that like just put the when I would shoot it and it put like a grot inside someone and then they pop out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
shocker gun.
I'm gonna- The shock attack gun. I'm gonna basically take the inside of that, the warp thing, and I'm gonna build it, but like unprotected on like one side, so it just like mutates them into spawn, and then I'm gonna stitch them to the squiggoth.
Huh.
Don't worry, I got this entire thing planned out. I'm gonna use like big like sticks with I'm gonna get some orcs and have like big sticks with like collars at the ends. So we're just gonna collar them up. We're gonna drag them over there. And I'm gonna get to work.
So you're wanting warp corrupted, mutated humans attached to your mega squid.
Yes. To improve its damage output and to get me a hell orc abomination. I would be willing to do with orcs, but they don't mutate very well.
My brain just sort of went trying to figure out what it is that's actually going to happen when you attempt to do this.
Here you go. I got you. I'll link the exact same picture I always do. Of the master plan.
Okay.
The master.
Wasn't Travis like a resounding no on that?
I didn't hear anything on that sort. I was just allowed.
No.
No.
I'm not
Yes.
letting you create that unholy monstrosity. No.
It will take time and effort. The same amount of effort to create the spaceship.
Not even worth it.
It's totally worth it. You
Let's
don't
just
understand.
It's not even worth it. Let's just focus on getting. What was that giant orc mech we were trying to build?
The Death
I already
Dread?
bought 2 slaves.
Yeah, let's
We're
get that
already-
Death Dread.
Yeah.
Didn't we already get
Yeah,
it?
you're like winning his death dread that's been promised and never quite gotten yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go get that Death Dread before we go take on that
Is
clan.
your brain gonna let you get into a death dread? Because I kind of need to saw off all your arms and legs.
You can build it with an exit hatch, as it were.
Yeah, orcs aren't fused to the death dread. It's
Yeah, they
just a
are.
vehicle.
They're like they're supposed to be dreadnoughts.
Pretty much.
They literally are like critically wounded orcs that the pain boys just take, and saw off the remaining limbs and then just stick them in there with a bunch of like nerves and stuff. Same with the
We're
grot
just gonna
version.
modify it.
Yeah, I guess we can try to modify it. It'd basically just be a big suit of mega armor then.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially.
I thought it was just a vehicle like
Nope.
the Strider or something.
Or
Okay.
we could get a Gork or a Mork or not.
It's a death dreadnought.
Let's get a
Oops,
Gork or
that's
not.
A Gorkanaut. We'll fuse him to a Gorkanaut.
Funny. Okay, I'm just trying to. You really want to do the whole try and mutate the guys and your
Oh, I am
slaves?
totally up. I am totally up for it.
Okay, let me just. How
I mean,
badly
it's
do you
not
want to
gonna.
mutate them?
Well, I gotta build the machine first. So this is gonna be like a few sessions, I think.
Uh-huh.
So if I ever see that I don't want this to happen, I can just destroy your machine.
I mean, do you want like a nuclear apocalypse on top of the base? This is like a warp, a kind of like not like really a big warp engine, but it's big enough to like, you know, do stuff with the warp.
I'll figure out a way to destroy it if I don't.
I'll make. I think I might make a big power off button because I'm not sure how well this thing is gonna work.
Yeah, that might be the best for both of us.
Yeah. In case I build it wrong.
So here's the deal.
I left out a nail. It fell apart.
All right.
Now the
so
warp
And
Travis,
now
Here's
it's
the
a portal
deal.
straight
One at a
to
time,
core.
guys. Yes.
Here's the deal. We're gonna make the machine. It's gonna take a few sessions. He is going to install a power off first. If I decide or he decides that we don't want the machine, one of us will press the button and the machine will just deactivate.
The Hell Pit Abomination, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the Hell Pit Abomination's not machine, but the machine to put to mutate the humans.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Give me. I'm going to need 10 degrees of success on tech use rolls. Niggy,
I'm not giving you a plus 10.
You're not gonna give me a plus 10 on this? Alright.
He doesn't want you to succeed. None of the
So
NPCs are going to help you with this madness.
How many tech use tests do I need to make?
As I said, 10.
Oh, 10 tech
10
use
degrees.
tests?
10 degrees.
Yeah, in terms of that Death Dread being being like the orc version of Dreadnought, I think probably the point would probably allow it. Since you know, he's in the orc and it's an orc version of Death Dread of a Dreadnought. Dreadnought's a lot better than being normal armor, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can probably just make you a modified version. I was just saying
Anyway,
that it was kind of odd that you were requesting a Death Dread.
4 rolls, so that's 3 degrees. That's yeah, that's 10 right there. So you do actually make it fairly quickly. Taking apart your shock attack gun, fucking around with potentially warp and reality destroying technology as you do so. You
Make it extra quick.
Yes, which is slightly concerning.
This is supposed to take a few sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the machine's ready, more or less. It takes about
He's
2
made some
days.
blueprints.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 days. Alright.
2 days to actually make it. It wouldn't take sessions, it would take actual days in game. And
Maybe it should take sessions.
it will.
Are we gonna take?
I'm not going to
Right,
have
I
you
know.
instantly create a hell pit abomination overnight. But at the moment, you are ready to essentially push the button and start.
No,
Civ Cup
I don't want this thing within the session either, Travis. I want you to have time to stat it out before it becomes a real thing.
Yes, I'm going to create a character sheet and call it
I am sorry.
Orc Hell Pit Abomination.
Or
Designed
custom name right here. Hell Orc Abomination.
Ikrog. Huh? Sorry?
Hell Orc Abomination, designed by Ikrog, trademarked.
Hell Orc. TG. Right.
Do you want to stop the session here so that you can gather everything up, Travis?
No, we're good. So, you want to attack the Melted One. It does actually take 2 days before the Mr. Nation does actually contact you again about attacking.
How convenient. How convenient.
I was actually going to give him 2 days anyways. Because he needs to kind of get his shit back together, resupply, reorganize, and actually get his guys out there. So, are you bringing all of your boys again?
Yep.
I'd say so, yeah.
So,
And all of the squiggles we have now.
yes. Thankfully, one of the squiggles has finally, after many weeks, finally healed up completely.
Yay!
Your 2 vehicles, your 2 ships are also repaired. So, I'm just going to quickly cover up the enemy base with a giant chunk of stuff. So that you can't see jack shit.
And playing this little mini RTS we've essentially made is a lot faster than actual combat.
Yeah, it has to be. Anyways, so
Do you really want to roll for all of our stuff? Turns would take eons.
yeah, I would have to narrate it. It would just be you guys and the whatever's happening around you. So, Mr.
Everything
Nation,
So
is
you just
black
use
and
use
out
horde
with it.
rules for the large groups. Just use horde rules.
yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to do. Is just I don't want to roll the NPCs in the background. It would take forever.
Yeah, because you would have to roll individually for each vehicle.
Each vehicle, each horde. It's just a nightmare. So, Mr. Nation's stuff is over to the left. I'll give you one darker
Everything's
jet.
black.
It's not. It should. Oh, right. Wait, where? You should have full vision.
Nope.
Okay. Can you see yourself?
Yeah.
Good.
Where is myself?
I don't know. Where is yourself? Where am I? Who are you? What?
Can you... Oh, I saw something for a second. Okay, I see it now.
You should be able to see pretty much everything by now. Weird. Okay. So, you can see yourself, you can see Mr. Nation, he's going to organise himself. So, start organising yourself. Where do you want what? In what angle?
Man, I wish I just had control over all this.
I know.
Uh,
Unfortunately,
I
that
had
will
to
take...
head out early today, guys.
Oh, man.
Let's just pause the session here, and I can message you over the weekend.
Yeah.
The week.
We can end the session here for now, and
Oh, really?
we can, since one of you has to leave, we want to be through
okay.
this.
I
Alright.
finished 2 goals.
Good for you.
If I wasn't able to get those slaves, so yeah, I didn't finish any.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm well on my way.
Was I able to get that modified Death Dread? vehicle?
It's getting built. The NPCs are taking care of it. Because apparently the PC doesn't want anything to do with it.
I wanted stuff to do with it, but I was busy
Yeah,
completing
exactly.
my ambitions.
Yeah, that's the problem. You're busy dealing with your own shit to make somebody else's stuff.
Don't worry, this will benefit all of us and make me extremely happy.
Okay.
Alright,
Anyways,
let's hand out
goodbye,
that
YouTube.
XP.
say goodbye to
Bye.
YouTube.